Listen, chat. Mommy and Daddy love you, and that is the only thing that we need you to know. That's the only thing we need you to remember. But Mommy's gonna be away for a little while. It's gonna be me looking after you for a little while, buddy. Okay? You can visit Mom, but when you're here, it's just gonna be with me. Is that a good way to say? Yeah, I don't know if you saw, but me and Ashley have both put out little Instagram posts and stuff. We have broken up. Me and Ashley, Fimper and Ashley are no more. But yeah, is that true? Yeah, I'm joking around and stuff. I promise you, Ashley was here today. Me and Ashley, we are actually doing quite well, besides being broken up.
Hey listeners, so as many of you know, Finn and Ashley have tragically split up. And what I wanted to do was create a quick video which kind of gives my thoughts on why this happened based upon the evidence that's at hand, plus my experience in relationships like theirs and transitioning like they both are.
My girlfriend broke up.
Hey
my
chat,
wife left
hope
me and
you
left
are
the
all
fucking-
okay.
the
We are
tape measure
currently
on one
sharing
inch.
a Google form to check on Finn's.
We gotta address the elephant in the room, chat. Listen, chat. Mommy and Daddy love you.
Now, what I didn't want this video to be is some kind of made-up attack piece or conspiracy-like theories on why this happened and gossip or rumour.
Okay, so me and Finn broke up. Please excuse everything. It's the morning. This is not a fit. This doesn't count. We were doing good. It's been a little while, but then, having to talk about it online kind of makes you relive it with all the nice, nostalgic comments. And then on top of that, for some reason, I'm getting blamed. I'm getting a bit of flack, even though we both said that it was a mutual thing.
This is because, lots of people, I really like both Finn and Ashley. I think they're both really genuine people. And from what they've shown, their relationship seemed like one which helped them both grow as people. I only have to look at the other positive events which have gone on during their relationship, such as Finn coming out, revealing that he takes hormones.
Recently, I started HRT. It took a while to feel comfortable to make this video. Even now, I am very scared. But I want so badly to be able to talk about stuff that I've been doing, and it's really hard to if no one knows. So wait, so does this mean you're a woman now?
He's actually in some form or other transitioning, then purchasing a house together, or the positive success of the Icky brand, to see that this wasn't a negative relationship. In negative relationships, these kind of things just don't happen. Everything goes really inwards. All the energy is spent trying to placate the other person and save the relationship, and you don't have time to further your careers, let alone grow as people. I wanted to stress this because I've seen loads of people speculate, and in a really negative way. And actually shown some messages which she's received which have been really kind of horrible, where they've accused her of using Finn to help her achieve anything from internet fame to starting her own brand. And personally, I just don't think that's the case. Firstly, she and Finn have both stated this isn't the case, and I think we should take them kind of at face value there. Secondly, if Ashley was simply a gold digger, I don't think we'd seen anywhere near as much growth from Finn as we did do. And finally, I think it's just a really misogynistic take to think that just because a woman comes out of a relationship in a better position than she went into, that she must have been in it just for the sake of material things. If anything, it's the opposite. There's an old saying that I'm about to completely butcher here, and something to do with nest eggs. Some women or some partnerships are like a nest egg, and then they grow the nest egg, and others aren't, and they spend the egg. But ignoring the kind of obvious misogyny and the kind of comparisons of people to birds and eggs, what I think it means is that some relationships allow you to grow as people, whether that's financially, spiritually or physically, and others kind of do the reverse. And in my opinion, both the relationship which Finn and Ashley had was the former, the good one. That said, I wanted to highlight the 3 reasons that I think could be the reason why they broke up. And this is based upon what I've seen and, like I said, my experiences with both relationships such as theirs and transitioning like they are. So reason number one has got to be Finn taking hormones.
I think the label that suits me best is gender fluid. But look, whenever I tell people about this in real life, what I say is, I just don't care. The easiest thing would be to just not do this, to keep cross-dressing forever.
Now, I don't know the exact date that Finn started taking them and whether it predates the relationship or not, but I don't think it's too important because the effects from hormones are cumulative, and that means that on day one when you start taking them, you're not going to suddenly change, but several months down the line, you will. And so at the beginning of a relationship, the effects of these hormones might not have really taken hold. But what are the effects? Ultimately, hormones kind of change everything. They change how you think and how you interact and connect with the world. For many people beginning hormone replacement therapy is really emotionally turbulent. On top of this, the effects of hormones tend to exacerbate, at least in the beginning, any kind of mental health issues you already have. Both Finn and Ashley have mentioned several times, and it's possible that in this way, hormones created a turbulent and ultimately non-sustainable environment for their relationship. Reason 2 is Finn taking hormones again. And so, as I said, hormones impact many things and can lead to rapid changes, kind of sexually as well. In his coming out video, Finn mentioned his evolving sexuality and beginning to like dudes. And it's possible that this component of his sexuality is one that has continued to grow. Further, hormones can rapidly decrease the male sex drive and make sex kind of different, to say the least. I know I've seen clips where Ashley and Finn have joked about this very thing, but who knows really what was going on there, and what goes on between them two in the bedroom should really stay there. But for many couples who are not asexual, sex is an important part of the dynamic, and introducing a wild card like hormones in the middle of a relationship can really screw things. So the final reason is the negative side of positive growth. So as mentioned earlier, they've both grown so much in this relationship, it's quite possible that who they were at the start of the relationship is very different to who they are now. And the way they gelled at the beginning of the relationship is likely to change because of this. So perhaps at the beginning they were great as a couple together. Towards the end, they might just be better as friends. Not all relationships are meant to last forever. If you view life a bit like an alphabet, the person who's going to get you from A to C might not be the same person who's going to get you from D to E. And when you finally get to letter Z, or whatever letter you want to get on off at, what you can do is look back, and what you'll realise is those people who got you between those different letters, you wouldn't have got there without them. Anyway, I hope this gives you some further insight into what could have occurred. Although conspiracy theories and accusations such as did Finn go to Diddy's freak-offs, was Ashley there with him, are probably kind of more exciting and more juicy, is probably just not true. And what I've discussed is probably more likely. The majority of relationships ultimately end, especially amongst young people. And add into the mix how quickly both our lives are changing for all the reasons we've covered. I think you've kind of got your answer.